What's going on, internet? It's your boy Eric Bandholz, Manhattan, New York. Why don't you guys come take a walk with me, Jeremy. And I got my hand pretty far out there so we can get both of
Eric
us on.
in because he's too tall.
I gotta cut off my hair. Just got done with getting my hair cut at fellow barber. You guys digging it? Jeremy recorded it, so we're going to have that up on the internet. And we're walking to our next appointment to meet our PR firm, which is Pistol PR. We've been with them since the start, and they've been the one who helps us get into GQ magazine, Ask Men, Bustle, really like spread the word of what we're doing at Beard Brand and the new products we're launching and all that. So every time we're in New York, we like to grab lunch with them or meet with them and catch back up and tell them about what's in store from us. But a lot of you guys probably don't know Jeremy too well. He's been very instrumental in the success of Beard Brand. And he's not in the day-to-day, but he is a huge support to both me and Lindsay, who are in the day-to-day. And then, Jeremy, why don't you talk a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm 35.
The same age.
I've got a wife and 3 kids, and I live in the Great Northwest. That's why I'm wearing some flannel.
There you go. Yeah, but I mean, let's talk about your other business.
Well, I have a service business I've had for the last 13 years. It's a franchise, and I've got a couple locations and an advertising agency called Woodshop. So, kind of get around. And then the Great Beard Brand.
Yeah. So, Jeremy's, I would say he's probably one of my mentors, you know, and one of the people who I look up to, no pun intended.
No.
That is just like a great benchmark for, in almost like an image of what I need to do to be successful with my business and our businesses. And that's probably what I want to talk about a little bit today is building that mentorship and finding those people around you who can help you through your learning lessons and help you grow as an individual. I mean, I don't think I think the misconception with mentors is that it's just got to be this one person who walks you through. And I found for me personally, it's a lot of individuals. And they each provide value in different ways. And it may be one's like kind of like an emotional mentor. Are you the same way, or what do you think, Jeremy?
Yeah, I think there's a misconception that like a mentor picks you, right?
Yeah.
And I think you have to go out and ask the right questions and, you know, form relationships and add value to their relationship. So you've got a commonality and stuff that you can talk about, you know, things that you can glean off of each other.
Yeah, and it's you've got to make that initiation. You've got to get that conversation rolling. You've got to put out the legwork, because the reality is if you're going after someone who's been there, done that, established, they're probably pretty busy in life, and they probably have a lot of priorities in their life that, you know, they're not like, oh, I want to pick this random person to be my protege. But the thing is, once that relationship's established, you really do start to find that value from proteges, right? From people who learn, who take your advice and they implement that advice and all that. Would you agree?
Yeah, and there's a trade-off too when you have the opportunity to mentor. I think that there's a lot of energy and a lot of newness that somebody else can bring into your life that, you know, is contagious and helps you push on in areas where either you're lacking or you need a spark.
Let's catch a slate. So the steps, like Jeremy and I met at a networking event in Spokane, Washington. And ironically, or not ironically, I was at my own networking event and he was at a Twitter meetup. Remember that?
Yeah, two different sides of the coffee shop.
Yeah, and he thought that I was there for the Twitter meetup, and I was actually there for like an entrepreneur type of meetup. And what Jeremy did is he's like, these guys are so cool. I'm just going to skip the other event and just hang out and talk with.
Eric just wouldn't stop talking to me, so it worked.
Yeah. And of course, immediately I thought very highly of Jeremy. Like he makes with his franchise Zero Res, which is a carpet cleaning business. Like he makes it cool, and I didn't know that was possible. But like he brings like youth and energy and like passion to a business that you wouldn't think someone could get passionate about. And that could probably be another lesson, is like, how do you find your passion in projects that aren't glamorous or sexy?
Yeah.
Any advice?
Yeah, don't get hung up on it. I mean, business is business. People are people. They're all vehicles. And yeah, I mean, you would think that there's certain services or certain things that people do that aren't super glamorous or super sexy, but in the end of the day, you're making people happy, you're building organizations, you know, you're mentoring and helping people grow, and that's what a business is about.
I think it's, I think with any kind of business, there's always something for you to fall in love with. There's always something to get connected with. And like Jeremy said, business is business, so like maybe his passion starts with the numbers and the finances and finding profitability and serving customers, and then it grows into the product. Like the more time you spend with it, you kind of fall in love with the nuances of it.
And a lot of it's the brand too, you know, the brand that you're creating, the brand you're a part of, more so than the actual service or product that you're delivering. People are attracted to smart people that have fun and enjoy what they do, and you know, that's a big part of it.
Getting back to mentorship, I think one of the most important, it's a give-take thing, right?
Yeah, it's
And symbiotic. And the thing is, you can give, you would think like as the protege, like you're getting everything, you're getting advice, you're getting experience. Probably a lot of times the mentor is further along, so they're buying lunches or coffee or drinks or whatever. But here's what you give as the protege, and that is the execution of their ideas and listening to what they suggest and implementing it into your life. And that is very rewarding. It's like, you know, raising a child and seeing, I mean, not as intimate, but it's very similar to that in the sense that you build that connection with that individual who is learning and is growing and is following in your footsteps. And that's a very rewarding thing for a lot of people.
And I think you're also giving ideas and energy and a different perspective and a different social ecosystem. You know, you're giving a whole different world that can be experienced because of your relationship.
Yeah, so I think the advice I would give as a protege is, if they're giving you time and energy and effort and advice, take some of it. You don't have to take all of it, but you have to take something, because there couldn't be anything, in my opinion, more frustrating than giving someone advice time and time again, and then they just ignore it and do their own thing, right?
And like you said, share the result.
Yeah.
Share the success, celebrate, and you know, you can give that back. That's something you can give back.
So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learned a thing or two. As always, thanks for the walk. Cheers. And walk on.